Looking for that perfect game for your gaming console? Video Game Corner is the largest independently owned video gaming store in North Mississippi, located at 1519 Highway 72 in Corinth. We are an authorized limited-run retail store and have a massive collection of retro games and game systems, and also plush toys and collectibles. We also pay top dollar for your used video games. Check them out Monday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Visit Video Game Corner in Corinth.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another Media Reviews. Today we take a look at another reaction fanfiction. Yes, I know, another one. But this one is from the not real Caesar, or Kaiser, depending on how you want to go. It is a Fallout New Vegas one, or at least in this case, another Shoddycast one. This one is Arknights reacting to Shoddycast, or at least in this case, Storyteller. And I'll be honest, this is actually kind of a cool idea, or at least one that I'm happy is starting to see some traction. We have now seen Storyteller be reacted to by Ruby on Wattpad. We've seen him be reacted to by not only one but two Star Wars versions of Star Wars: The Clone Wars, one late war one, one current war one, one early war one. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we see them being reacted to by, of course, now the Arknight cast. And I'll be honest, I'm kind of enjoying it. The cool thing about it is that there is a possibility here, like with the Modern Warfare one, where we could actually see some interesting plot development. Now, they are a good amount ways in, or at least in this case, they've gotten to Caesar's Legions chapter. And in my opinion, by that point in time, the reactions were lackluster to say the least, especially from the female cast. Comparing it to the Star Wars one, where we actually saw legitimate anger from the female audience, freaking both versions of Mandalore going ahead and declaring war on Caesar's Legion to the point where they'll make sure that there is not a trace of them left, is definitely something I am excited for, especially when they finally do get to Earth. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the big thing about the story is that there is a lot going for it. Not only is it the Arknight cast themselves, but it's the idea presented. They are being shown these things, and in my opinion, there's a plot that can be developed from it. The plot in my mind is that they're being shown this because one of three things can happen. Number one, they could be isekai'd to that world. Now, but when I say isekai, I mean like the Japan summon thing, where their entire base and even people who they know are isekai'd either off the coast of California or off the coast of DC, or even off the coast of Boston, where they're essentially like an oil rig, like the Enclave oil rig before it, Yeah. Again, there is a possibility that can be done with that, number one. Number two, of course, could be the portal idea. What portal idea, you may ask? Well, the portal idea is that, and again, this goes to number three also, but hear me out. Option number two here with the portal idea is that a portal could open up and could basically connect the two worlds, where they're able to go in and out of that portal and be able to get stuff there, interact with people there, but where that portal ends up, it could be in DC, the Mojave Wasteland, or even the Boston area. Or if you're Fallout 76, it could end up in West Virginia, years after the events of course, Fallouts 3, New Vegas, and 4. Now, the third option, which is another portal idea, mind you, is a teleporter, where, much like Call of Duty Zombies with Group 935, they have a teleporter design be sent to them. And from that teleporter design, they are able to be transported to and from that world. Or they basically decide that they should leave this world of theirs and go there. Or go there to try and get, something. Again, a gate, essentially, like a gate idea. I guess number 2 was gate, this one being teleporter, but you get what I'm saying, guys. There's a lot that can be done with this that could make it a very good and potentially great story. Now, how the author, or at least in this case, Kaisar, or Caesar, wants to do this is completely up to him. And if the guy doesn't want to add any plot, that's perfectly fine. Being able to have the Arknight cast actually react, or at least a shoddy cast reaction fanfiction at all that isn't Ruby, which, again, there were 2 others. One, sadly, was yeeted by by Critics United, which, in my opinion, was a mistake, but fanfiction.net's dying anyway, so to hell with it. But, ladies and gentlemen, what I will say is that there is a very interesting and honestly cool thing that can happen with this. Be it after Season 1, 2, or even 3, the author can do a lot with this. And I really do hope we do see some plot with this, especially after Season 2. Season 3 was the big adventure where we got to see them chase after an android. So, let me pitch something to the author here, as well as you guys. Let's say after Season 2, they get transported. And I'm just saying this, they get transported to the DC Wasteland. They start helping out with some things there, or better yet, it's like a different transportation type deal. The different factions get sent to different points on the way in the wasteland, basically, United States Wasteland. Some get sent to Boston, some get sent to the Mojave Wasteland, some get sent to DC. And they start interacting with the locals. They start doing stuff, but they still get some of these logs. How and why, they don't know, but they're learning more about the wasteland, and that ability to learn about the wasteland is able to have them help out the wasteland more and more, or at least the areas of the wastelands they're in. Then they learn about the android. As such, when the DC area comes into play, the Arknight cast that are there go to try and help out the storyteller, because they've learned everything they can from this guy, and they have to thank him. Not only thank him, but also save his ass, because always getting into trouble. As such, they go there at the season finale of Season 3, only for them to be too late. And then Season 4 could be literally them, this cast of characters, walking with the storyteller, trying to find Ranger Tanner, and basically finding Nuka World, meeting the other Arknight characters who are in Boston, who've been helping out that area. Again, there's a lot that can be done with this, and in my opinion, I hope the author takes that idea and rolls with it. Or, again, one of the things that can be done with it. There's a lot you can do here, Caesar, and I hope you definitely go with it. But, till then, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to read this yourself, down in the pinned comment is a link to the fanfiction, and honestly, it is a fun read, it is a good read. Also, if you want to help support the channel, consider donating to the PayPal down below. It's folks like you that actually help make what we do here possible, and help us improve the content as we go along. As always, ladies and gentlemen, I've been Airsoft Al, and I shall see all you lovely, lovely people in the next video. Till next time.